So let's take example on the second term, meaning the second term of Laplace transform, right? So given these two questions, this is our first question. Find the Laplace transform of t raised to the power of 2 sine 3t. That's the first question. The second question says that find the Laplace transform of t multiplying by cos 3t. Now, given a question, what's my ability to understand this given question? Meaning, what term does this question belongs to, right? The first one, meaning the first term we did, when a particular function, say f of t, it is multiplying what? Exponential. The second one, when a particular function, say f of t, is multiplying what? Another function, which in this case is what? T. So meaning we need to, we must be able to differentiate between the first term, the second term, and the third term whenever we are given a question. Now for this, it belongs to the second term, which is what? Multiplying by t or t raised to the power of n. Now let's solve this first question with the idea of what I know. I didn't know that the Laplace transform of f of t multiplying by t is equals to the nth derivative of the transform of the function, right? What I'm saying is that the Laplace transform of t multiplying by f of t is equals to the derivative of f of x with respect to x, right? Now let's solve this. Identify what is your f of t. What is your f of t? Your f of t is what? Sine 3t, right? By sine 3t, I need the transform of sine 3t. By the transform of sine 3t, I'm saying what? F of what? X. So meaning once I already know this answer, I'm going to differentiate with respect to what? X. Meaning first thing first, find the transform of f of t. In this case, f of t is what? Sine 3t. Now, the Laplace transform of sine 3t, what's our answer? Just check your standard table of Laplace. What's our answer? Identify your A. So I'm having what? 3 all divided by s squared plus 9. How do I get 9? 3 squared. Right? So if this is, with this is my what? F of x. So if this is f of x, it means the Laplace transform of t raised to the power of 2 sine 3t. It becomes what? The derivative, negative d raised to the power of n, all divided by ds raised to the power of n, multiplying what? F of x. Identify what is your n in this case. You are differentiating twice. You are differentiating what? Twice. And what is your f of x? This is my what? F of x. This is f of x, meaning the Laplace transform of t squared sine 3t. This is what I'm using, right? This is what I'm using, right? Identify your n. Your n is what? 2. So what it means is that you are differentiating your f of x twice. So in this case, I'm having f of x as 3 all divided by s squared plus 9. This is from what we are doing Laplace transform. From Laplace transform, we've moved to what? Differentiation. Now, this will remind us of what I said in the first video, right? Meaning the first class we had on Laplace. We said Laplace transform is just like we doing what? Differentiation and integration. Meaning that once I know differentiation and integration, I have no problem with Laplace transform. And you should have seen that so far. Alright, now, given f of x, I know that I want to differentiate f of x, right? What techniques of differentiation am I using? I'm using quotient rule. By quotient, by formula, your quotient, it is telling you that v du over dx minus u dv over dx, all divided by what? V squared. All divided by v squared. Now, in this case, what's my u? What's my v? This is my u, this is my u, and this is my what? V. Right? So if this is u, if u is equals to 3, and v is equals to what? V is equals to s squared plus 9. Then u prime is what? By u prime, we differentiated u with respect to what? X. So what do you have? That's what? 0. Right? V prime is what? 2x. Any questions? Now let's input values in our formula for quotient rule. So it becomes your v, that's s squared plus 9, right? Multiplying what? Du dx, which is 0. Negative, what's u? 3. Multiplying v prime, 2x, right? All divided by, what's my v? My v is x squared plus 9 square. Simplifying this, I have 0 minus 6x all divided by what? S square plus 9, which is equals to negative 6x all divided by S square plus 9, right? But in this case, what we've done here, we've just differentiated once. But how many times am I differentiating? I'm differentiating twice. Why am I differentiating twice? I'm differentiating twice because this term says that you differentiate nth times, meaning the value of your power. If your power is 2, you differentiate twice. If your power is 3, you differentiate thrice, right? So that's what we are saying. Now, meaning from here, this is just f prime of x, meaning that what we have here, this is what? F prime of x. And by f prime of x, what do I have? Negative 6x all divided by s squared plus 9 squared. Now, let's differentiate this, still using this formula. In this case, what do I have? My u is negative 6x and my v is equals to what? S squared plus 9 all squared, right? Now, let's differentiate. What's u prime? U prime is equals to negative 6. What's v prime? Using chain rule. Using chain rule. 2 multiplying the derivative of the bracket. Your bracket, what's the derivative of the bracket? That's 2x. The derivative of this bracket is what? We want to use the shortcut of chain rule instead of rewriting it out. So just identify the expression in your bracket. What's the derivative? 2x. So you are saying 2 multiplied by 2x, right? So by v prime, you are saying 2 multiplied by what? 2x. Then repeat your bracket. Repeat your bracket, subtracting 1 from the power. So you have s squared plus 9 all raised to the power of what? 1. The derivative of v is equals to 4x all into bracket s squared plus 9. So let's input this in our formula. So what do I have? I then have that f prime of x, meaning the second derivative of x, is equals to, substituting values using this formula, what do I have? What's my v? S squared plus 9 all squared. The u dx is what? Negative 6, right? Minus, what's u? U is negative 6 also, negative 6x, right? Multiplying the v dx. What's the v dx? Please, let's do it together. 4x all into bracket s squared plus 9, right? All divided by what? V squared. What's v? So I'm saying s squared plus 9 all raised to the power of 4. All raised to the power of 4. All raised to the power of 4. Can we simplify this further? Simplifying this, what do I have? You have x. Let's simplify this. Simplifying this, I then have negative 6, right? All into bracket s squared plus 9 all squared plus 24x squared all into bracket s squared plus 9, right? All divided by s squared plus 9 all raised to the power of 4. You can still simplify this further, saying that 6 all into bracket s squared plus 9 all into bracket 4s squared, right? Minus all into bracket s squared plus 9, right? What we have here, you can still go further. You can still simplify it further, saying this time this, you have this, right? This time this, you have this. All divided by what? S squared plus 9 all raised to the power of 4. This cancel out, right? You are left with what? 6 all into bracket 4s squared minus s squared plus 9 all divided by s squared plus 9 cube, right? Once you differentiate f of x with respect to x, don't forget you have a negative sign. You have what? A negative sign, right? You know, we said by formula we have negative the derivative of f of x with respect to what x, meaning up to this level, this is my what second derivative of x, meaning introduce what negative. So you are saying f prime prime of x is equals to negative all into bracket 6 all into bracket 4s squared minus s squared plus 9 all divided by s squared plus 9 cube. So this is the answer. This is the Laplace transform. This is the Laplace transform for this question. So this is the Laplace transform for this question. So try this on your own. Try solving the Laplace transform of t multiplying cos 3t and drop your answer in the comment section. All right. From here, we wouldn't have gone through this process if we were not finding the second derivative, right? We don't need, as even the question, as even the power is just raised to the power of 1. We wouldn't have solved all of this, right? Saying we want to differentiate twice. But if you see a question like this, you should know what it means. You should know what it means. So that's why we attempted this question, so it can broaden our understanding, right? So meaning from here, this is the Laplace transform of this given question. So try solving this on your own, then drop the answer in the comment section.